Hi friends, welcome to my channel Learning Made Easy. So for your term 1 MCQ practice, as I have been uploading videos, this will be the one poem left Saki MCQ practice in this video, and this is the only poem that is left to be taken. And after this I'll be uploading one more before your term 1 exam, and that will be on Lekhak and Kavi Parichay of those chapters and poems that are going to come for your first term exam, board exam. So everybody must be busy preparing all the other subjects, right? So after them, during your study leave for Hindi, you can watch all my videos, okay? Take help from them. And so yeah, let's begin the MCQ practice on the poem Sakhi. मीठी वाणी बोलने से औरों को सुख और अपने तन को शीतलता कैसे प्राप्त होती है? So by speaking in a very sweet way, in a very sweet manner, how does others get happiness? सुख पहुँचती है और हमारे तन को भी शीतलता. And we also, our body or our mind is also at peace. Okay, how do we get that? Options are अहंकार रहित मीठे बोल सबके हृदय को छूते हैं. मिश्री गलती है, मिश्री घुलती है, मीठे बोल. So how does we get peace of mind on speaking good words is a question. And here the correct answer is option A. अहंकार रहित मीठे बोल सबके हृदय को छूते हैं. That is the sweet words that come from our mouth without ahankar. Ahankar means pride. Ahankar rahit means without any pride when you speak sweet words to others. That is what touches the heart of others, and we are also at peace when we speak such words. The correct answer is option A for the first question. Next question. Sakhi shabd kiska tadbhav roop hai? So you must have learned tatsam, tadbhav words and all, right? Those which we get from Hindi language, or those we get from Sanskrit language, or those we get from other languages like Arabic and Urdu and other languages. So these have been actually separated into Tatsam, Tadbhav, etc. Okay, so Sakhi, the word Sakhi gets its correct origin from where? What is its meaning is the question. So here are the options in front of you. It is Sakshi, Sakhi, Sakhi, Saksh. The correct answer is option B, Sakhi itself. That is the Tadbhav. But if it is about the meaning, if meaning is being asked, it is actually Sakshi, it is a witness. Okay? Tadbhav shabd kise kehte hain? Tadbhav, its origin from where do we get? Then that the correct answer is Sakhi itself. Okay, so moving on to the third question. Sakhi shabd kis se bana hai? Okay, it is not Sakhi actually. There is a printing mistake. It is Sakhi itself. So Sakhi shabd kis se bana hai? That is what I just told you earlier. This is about the meaning. Sakhi means what? So the correct answer here is option A, Sakshi, means witness. So please don't get confused, my learners. When you are asked about Tadbhav Roop or Tadbhav Shabd iska kya hai? Take care of Sakhi, then it is Sakhi itself. But something to do with its meaning, if you get a question, then the correct answer is Sakshi, meaning witness. Okay? Fourth question. साक्ष्य का क्या अर्थ है? साक्ष्य का क्या अर्थ है? So there is प्रत्यक्ष ज्ञान, साक्ष्य ज्ञान, सांसारिक ज्ञान, मायावी ज्ञान. The correct answer here is pratyaksh gyan. The gyan means knowledge. The knowledge that you get with your pratyaksh. Pratyaksh means something that is visible. You look at something, and when you get a knowledge, when you're reading something and you're getting a knowledge, means it is visible to you. It is known as pratyaksh gyan. तो साक्ष्य का अर्थ है प्रत्यक्ष ज्ञान. Fourth question, correct answer is option A. Fifth question. संत समाज में किस ज्ञान की महत्ता है? संत समाज में किस ज्ञान की महत्ता है? मीन्स इन द सोसाइटी where which is a society of sant, okay, very learned person, or you can say saints. Okay, for them, which gyan, which knowledge is mahata, important? Anubhav gyan, bahari gyan, mayavi gyan, sansarik gyan. The correct answer is option A, anubhav gyan, because in the world of saints or learned people like saints, or you can say some religious head kind of people, in those people, Anubhav Gyan is more important, means experience. They speak on the basis of experience and not on the basis of science or any kind of worldly knowledge or nothing like that. It is the Anubhav, it is the experience that speaks. Okay, see, these are the questions which are not direct from Sakhi poem. Okay, these are indirect, but I'm just making it aware to you so that you know if these kind of questions come, you be ready to even face them. Okay, सिक्स्थ क्वेश्चन, कबीर की साखियों में किन भाषाओं का स्पष्ट प्रभाव दिखाई देता है? इन कबीर साखी, द पोएम he he's written Sakhi, in that which language can you see very effectively seen? अवधी, राजस्थानी, भोजपुरी, पंजाबी, सभी. Yes, the correct answer is option D, sabhi. In Kabir's Sakhi, you get to see Awadhi, Rajasthani, Bhojpuri, Punjabi, all languages. It's a mixture, it's a mishran of all languages. Okay? सेवेंथ क्वेश्चन, साखी क्या है? क्या साखी दोहा छंद है, पद्य गद्य है, छंद है, या फिर सिर्फ दोहा है? नाउ दीज आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ पोएम. Some are like 6-lined stanzas, some are 2-lined stanzas. So on the basis of that, they are called doha, chand, padya, gadya, chand. These are the things that they are divided on the basis of number of lines and all. Okay, so here it is doha chand. Why? Because doha is where you get to see in it's called a doha chand because they are of two lines. Okay, so seventh question, correct option is option A, doha chand. दोहा छंद के क्या लक्षण हैं? Means what are the signs saying that these are doha chand? Okay, what are the things you can see in a poem and you feel that yeah, this is a doha? How can you name it as a doha? What is the speciality? What is it? How is it different? Okay, here the correct answer is option D. Okay, the correct answer is option D because it is 23 or 11 K Vishram. There is a 7 written in option D. It is wrong. It's a printing mistake. There is no 7 over there. It is 13 and 11 K Vishram. Vishram means total. That makes 24 matras. Okay, so you get to see here 23 and 11, which in total makes a 24 matras. So that the poems with 24 matras are known as doha chand. Okay, this you won't be knowing from the poem or something. This is just about its writing style and script. Okay, so the correct answer is option D, 23 and 11 K Vishram, 24 matra. Okay, now the ninth question, गुरु शिष्य को तत्व ज्ञान की शिक्षा कैसे देता है? How does a guru, okay, a teacher, give a teaching to its shishya, okay, about tattva gyan? Means, you know, whatever knowledge we give to our students or who are learners, whoever comes to learn from us, how does a guru give shiksha, or how does a guru actually teach its shishya, its students, according to the poem Sakhi? सत्य की साक्षी देता हुआ, व्यवहारिक ज्ञान देकर असत्य की साक्षी देता हुआ, सत्क्ष देता हुआ. Here the correct answer is option A, सत्य की साक्षी देता हुआ. Means you give a witness on truth. Okay, सत्य की साक्षी, a witness on truth, is how the poem Sakhi is also written. As I said, these are not direct questions, so you might be thinking, see, Sakhi poem was so easy and what are these MCQs? These kind of questions can come Okay, that's why I put some difficult questions. Otherwise, you can expect more easier ones. No problem. Okay, just be ready even to face these ones. So here the answer for question 9 is option A. सत्य की साक्षी देता हुआ. 10th question. कबीर का जन्म कब और कहाँ हुआ? Of course, if you have gone through the Kavi Parichay, then you know when he was born. He was born on option A. The correct answer is option A. It is 1398 में काशी में. Correct answer for question number 10 is option A, 1398 काशी में. 11th question. कबीर के गुरु कौन थे? स्वामी चरितानंद, रामानंद सागर, गुरु रामानंद, गुरु मानंद. Here it is already written for your Kavi Parichay. The correct answer for question 11 is option C, Guru Ramanand. 12th question. अपने स्वभाव को निर्मल रखने के लिए कबीर ने क्या सुझाव दिया है? In order to keep your स्वभाव, your behavior, your character very soft and nice, what you need to do? What did Kavi say? निंदक को नमस्ते करने को कहा है, निंदक से दूर रहने को कहा है, निंदक को पास रखने को कहा है, निंदा पास रखने को कहा है. So according to question number 12, the correct answer is निंदक पास रखने को कहा है. निंदक are the one who does निंदा. Right, I have explained it very well in the poem also. If you have not watched my explanation on the poem Sakhi, please go watch that. So निंदा करने वाले को अपने पास रखने को कहा था. So option C is the correct answer for question 12. 13th question. मिट्टी शब्द का अर्थ बताएं. मिटना, मिट्टी, मीट, मीत. Here in the poem, miti gaya, there is a line in this. The correct answer over here is option A, mitna. Means something that is rubbed off or removed or vanished from there. It is not there now. You rub off. Mitna. ठीक है, you're removing it. So mitti here in the poem is option A, mitna. Okay. Question number 14. कबीर के अनुसार सुखी कौन है? Who are the ones who are very happy? अकॉर्डिंग टू कबीर दास. सांसारिक लोग जो सोते और खाते हैं, आध्यात्मिक लोग, लालची लोग, सांसारिक लोग जो खाते हैं. Yes, you said it right. It is option A. Very easy question. सांसारिक लोग, the worldly people who just eat and sleep, सोते और खाते हैं. Option A is the right answer for question number 14. 15th question. कबीर के अनुसार दुखी कौन है? Now we had seen who is सुखी. Now we are going to see who is दुखी, who are sad. आध्यात्मिक लोग, लालची लोग, जो ज्ञानी हैं, जो अज्ञानी हैं. Any guess? Yes, it's option C, जो ज्ञानी हैं. Who are having a lot of knowledge. They are in search of God and that is why they are very sad. So जो ज्ञानी हैं, वो लोग दुखी हैं. Option C is the correct answer for Question 15. 16. दीपक दिखाई देने से अंधेरा कैसे मिट जाता है? When there is Deepak, when there is a candle lit, how does darkness be vanished from there? Options. कोई भी नहीं इनमें से. बादल दूर होते हैं, अहंकार रूपी माया दूर होती है जब ज्ञान रूपी दीपक दिखाई देता है. माया दूर होती है जब ज्ञान रूपी दीपक दिखाई देता है. Yes, it's अहंकार रूपी माया दूर होती है जब ज्ञान रूपी दीपक दिखाई देता है. सो द अहंकार रूपी माया जो है, प्राइड, when that is removed, pride is removed when दीपक रूपी ज्ञान, okay, और ज्ञान रूपी दीपक, the knowledge that is come in the form of light, when it is lit, all your pride in the form of darkness, they just gets vanished. So option C is the right answer for question 16. 17. ईश्वर कर्ण कर्ण में व्याप्त है पर हम उसे देख क्यों नहीं पाते? In each and every place there is ईश्वर, there is God, but we are not able to see him. Why? मन में छुपे अहंकार के कारण, आंखें बंद होने के कारण, आंखों पर चश्मा होने के कारण, मन के कारण. Yes, its correct answer is option A, मन में छुपे अहंकार होने के कारण, because of the hidden pride that is there in your mind. 18th one. कबीर के अनुसार कौन ज्ञानी नहीं बन पाया? Who couldn't be a ज्ञानी? मोटी पुस्तकें पढ़ने वाला, मोटी पुस्तकें पढ़ने वाला, दूसरों को ज्ञान देने वाला, अज्ञानी. According to the poem, द करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज ऑप्शन बी. 18th क्वेश्चन ऑप्शन बी. मोटी पुस्तकें पढ़ने वाला, दोज हु रेड फैट बुक्स, दे जस्ट पास्ड अवे बट दे कुडंट बी अ स्कॉलर, राइट. 19th, कबीर की साखियों का मुख्य उद्देश्य क्या है? व्हाट इज द मेन रीजन बिहाइंड हिज राइटिंग दिस साखी? जीवन जीने के सही ढंग का ज्ञान देना, क्षत्रिय ज्ञान, शास्त्रीय ज्ञान देना, सही ढंग का ज्ञान देना. द करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑप्शन ए, जीवन जीने के सही ढंग का ज्ञान देना. टू गिव अ नॉलेज ऑन द रियल वे ऑफ लिविंग लाइफ. Okay, that is the main purpose of his writing this poem. Last question, question number 20. बिरह भुवंगम तन बसे मंत्र न लागे कोई का भाव स्पष्ट कीजिए. जब शरीर में किसी से बिछड़ने का दुख हो तो कोई दवा या मंत्र काम नहीं करता. मंत्र जपने से सेहत अच्छी होती है. जब दुख हो तो मंत्र काम करते हैं, कोई नहीं. Of course, the first option that I read that time itself, you know that is the right answer. Yes, if you have watched my video or if you already know the meanings of the lines, then you know this answer, that it is option A. जब शरीर में किसी से बिछड़ने का दुख हो तो कोई दवा या मंत्र काम नहीं करता. So that's all about Sakhi. Thank you so much. I'll come soon with another video on Kavi and Lekhak Parichay, and then we'll be done with the term 1. So thank you so much for all your love and support. Keep supporting. Bye bye.